Yes, you're welcome, and we are going to kick off right where we left yesterday. Like I said, in the interest of time, we shall not be waiting for anyone. So we have just way too much to cover in a very limited time. So yesterday we were editing our site, trying to see which elements to add and how to edit, and that is where we ended. It's where I'd like to pick off. So let me start my site and log in. I don't know how many people tried, because I tasked everyone to try and practice. It's the only way we catch up. Okay, so I'll visit my site. So this is the site as trying to edit, and you remember how to change most of these elements, how to edit right here in that top bar. There is edit with Elementor. Once you click on it, it opens up the editing panel. So it takes a while. There we go. So most of the elements, most of the page builders are drag and drop. Okay, just drag this, drop this, copy and paste it. It's that easy. Okay, so I tasked people to try, because that is how you add most of these elements. Okay, like this button, make an inquiry. It is, so when you click on it, the edit panel comes up on the left. Okay, this is where edit this button. You can see the text is make an inquiry. The type of button is right there. It's default. You can change it. What type of button is it? Then the link to it. You know, when you click a button, it takes you to a particular page. Okay. So the link to it, the link to the page that you want that button to take you, you copy or paste. You copy and paste that link right there under link. And then the size, you can see it's large. And then the icon, it has an arrow to it. There is an icon library. What kind of icon do you want that button to have? There is all these icons, okay? There is all these icons to choose from to put on that particular button, okay? There is an icon library. You can upload your own icon. In case the icon you want to use on that button isn't in this library, you can upload your own button, okay? So the position, icon position, you can see, you can push it to the end, you can push it to the beginning, you can push it to the middle. Right now my button is in the middle, and the spacing. So the styling is the colors of the button and all that. The style is the position, typography, the shadow, text shadow. What happens when you hover over this button? You see all that. The text color is white. The background type is colored, and then the color of the button is right there. Then the padding, the top right, all that is padding on the box shadow. So you look through the settings of that button. So this is text, okay? Awarded spa result and all that. The text is white. If you want to change the color of the text, you go to styling. If you go to style, there is the typography, text stroke, the shadow, the blend, and then there is color, text color right there. Okay, so it shows white. So in case you want to change the text color, you click here, you can change this text color to any other color. Okay, you can make it orange. Say if I'm making it a little bit greenish.
Excuse me?
Yes, please.
Yes, I just had an issue yesterday. I failed to reach to the stage where you are right now. I installed the starter template, but I failed to get to that theme section.
Can you share your screen? Is it possible?
It's not, because I'm using my phone and
okay, you're using your phone for the meeting. So I can see I failed to edit with Elementor. I downloaded the plugin, but don't know how to use it. Okay, let's go back to, let me uninstall my plugin again. Okay. So go to my dashboard, go to plugins. So you remember the steps. Oh, anyway, let me uninstall Elementor and uninstall first deactivate. And then delete. Okay, there we go. So right now, if I check under appearance and I check my themes, Elementor is not there. So it's the default Astra theme, the WordPress theme. So please follow up.
Okay.
I go to plugins and I go to add new plugin. Okay, add new plugin. And then
Okay.
I'm going to search for starter templates.
Okay.
Elementor. So there's two things. There is starter templates and there is Elementor. Starter templates is the like library where I find all the things. Okay. Elementor is a page builder. It's the tool that helps you edit that page like we have been doing. Is that clear? So when you're
Yes.
searching in that search bar, you search starter templates Elementor, the three words like you see them. And in the results, there is Royal Elementor add-ons and templates. There is Ultimate add-ons and all that. But you look, this icon changes over time. Whenever they update the plugin, they change this icon. So please don't look for the icon. Look for the starter templates, Elementor, WordPress,
Okay.
and Beaver Builder templates. This is what you should always look out for. And then even in the description, it says the growing library of 300 plus ready to use templates that work with all WordPress themes, including Astra and all that. So when I find this, I click install. So I give it time to install and activate. So I don't know if you installed it and you activated it, but the first step to any plugin or theme is you install it. After you install that theme, you activate it. Is that clear? So
Mine is showing just active and then more details. I don't know what.
yes. So let's go step by step. So
Okay.
I'm going to activate it.
Okay.
So did you get to that slide after activating? So when you click activate in plugins, it will bring this. How would you like to build your website? Okay. Is it with templates or with AI? Okay. So I would like to build with templates. Okay. Or it says exit to dashboard. You see that? Did you get to that?
Let me check that.
Yeah. So it's just step by step. So
For some reason it doesn't show.
So let me go back to dashboard. I'm going to click exit to dashboard. You see that? So I'm going to go back to dashboard and go back to plugins. Okay. So my plugin is right there. Under plugins, there is templates. You see that? Data templates under plugins. So I click on get started.
Yes.
You see that? Yes. If you go back to your dashboard, okay, I'm going back to where I start setting up. I went back to plugins. Okay. Once I click on plugins, it takes me to the plugins that are installed. Okay. And the plugins that I have installed are only two. This WordPress forms, which was installed earlier with the theme, and then starter templates. Do you see that? Yes. So where there is starter templates,
Yes,
click on get started. There is get started and deactivate. When you click on get started, it brings you to this window. How would you like to build your website? See that?
Mine shows a
Yes.
blank.
So there is
Just a blank page.
an issue with that. you have to deactivate and uninstall or delete that plugin, then reactivate it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I will choose edit with templates. Then there is 3 editors. Okay, there is a block editor, which is the default WordPress editor. There is the Elementor editor, and there is the Beaver builder. I will choose Elementor because it is the builder. Select the page builder. It is what we use. So I select Elementor, and then the themes come. Okay, once you select, there's a lot of themes, but depending on the purpose of your website, is it business? Okay, is it an agency or restaurant, hotel and travel? Is it a local business, electrician, plumber? It's all these, okay, categories are there. Is it personal care? Is it a salon or beauty or fitness or yoga or massage and spa? Is it professional, law, coach, medical, photography, consultant? So there are categories, okay, of all these. Is it a community? What kind of community? Is it a non-profit? Is it a charity or a church? Is it a preschool? Is it a school? Is it a kindergarten or university? Is it a wedding, conference, and celebration? E-commerce are online stores. So what kind of online store is it? Is it an online shop, clothing store, jewelry store, sports store, bookstore? Is it an online course like we are doing? If you want to provide online classes and online courses, that is an online course. Is it a course marketplace like Udemy, like Pact? Is it LMS? Is it all? You can choose all, or you can select. You can just search. Yeah? Like for example, mine was a hotel. So they bring you those. Also under business, there is hotel and travel right here. So if I click on that, they'll bring me templates for hotel. So notice that some are premium. Okay, so premium templates are paid for. If I click on the premium template, it's going to prompt me to pay 79. Access the template. This is starting at $79. You can see that I have to pay for this template to use it. Okay, but there's always free templates in the library, so do not end up, even do not go back. Do not end up paying for a template. You can always customize a template to your liking. You can customize it and it will look like the premium template. You can customize it and it will even look better than the premium template. Okay, so like you can see here, there is no premium. Okay, this one is a free template and it's the one I chose yesterday. Okay, so you can look through. There is a lot of templates. You can see all these. These are free templates. These are premium, free. So it's the hotel template that I chose yesterday, and that is it. Okay, so you just go through this, the accent colors and things like that, and then continue, and then choose some of the plugins that all the features that you want to. But I'll skip this step. First name, last name doesn't matter, and then you just submit and build. So what you're going to do, Janet, what you're going to do, you're going to uninstall the plugin and delete it. Okay. And then reinstall it afresh.
All right.
You search for the 3 words: starter, templates, Elementor. Hilda, you have your hand up?
Yes, my hand is up. I cannot open my WordPress admin dashboard. I failed.
You have failed. What does it bring? Does it bring an error?
When I open it, like
When
local sites,
when you click
when I
WP
open
admin.
local,
Yes.
when I open local and then I open my site that I created a site called Boost, and then there is WP admin and then open site, right?
Yes, there is open site. Open site, you will only just view how your site looks like. WP admin is.
Yes.
You want to open the admin.
Now,
when you click on WP admin, what happens?
It tells me error.
Yes.
Not secure.
Can you share?
Can I share my screen?
Yes, let me stop presenting so that you can share your screen, because I'd like to see the error, because there is an error when some of your files are corrupted.
Okay.
The setup process. Share my screen. If you can share your screen, particular screen.
That's right. Can you see?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Or phone, not phone. Can you share your local, the window that has local?
Yes.
Please share it. Okay, gifts. Now you see down here where there is WordPress version.
WordPress version.
Yes. Look at these elements. There is site domain, SSL, web server, PHP version, database, one-click admin, and WordPress version.
Yes.
You see that?
Mm.
The WordPress
Yes.
version is missing. You see that?
It's blinking. Yes.
It's blinking. Yes. So the WordPress version is missing. It will not open. So what you're going to do is this. It is not complete to set up all the files, and it has not completed to set up the environment. Okay. So one aspect is missing, so that file, that site will not open up. Sometimes it is the PHP version that is missing. Sometimes it is the database, but most times it is the WordPress version. When the WordPress version is missing, that site will not open up in the browser. Okay, you will not access.
So I uninstall.
You have to delete it. You see where the three dots are? Where gifts, sites, gifts.
Yeah.
Yes, click there and click delete.
Okay.
Delete. Yes, move the sites to reside. So you delete it. It's going to ask for admin permission to delete. You accept. Just click yes, and it will delete. Okay, just wait a bit. Yes. Now you have to set it up afresh. Create a new site. In the process of setting up, when that permission, the pop-up, did it come? Did you see it?
Yes.
Okay, just continue. New site, continue.
New site.
Yes, continue. Then the site name.
Gifts.
Yes, just like it was. Yes, continue. Preferred, continue. Then the username and password. Just put a username and password. Now just click a password.
Okay.
The password that you're going to remember. You should never forget that password. You can always change it later, but yes, then click add site.
Have you seen what's telling me?
No. Or does it say that the file name exists?
No, it is in local detected a missing dependency.
Detected a missing dependency. That is what it had showed you?
Okay. There is
Yes, I understand. That is the error that it is showing you when you try to add the site.
yes. Oh.
Local detected a missing. Yes?
Dependency. I have to uninstall and install again.
You have to uninstall local entirely because during the installation process of local, something went missing.
It's okay. Let me uninstall it and
So
reinstall.
this kind of errors come when you missed something in or something went wrong while installing local or while installing your website. Okay, so the troubleshooting, the first thing I usually do is I delete that particular website. Maybe a file is missing. Then if that doesn't work, you entirely uninstall local and reinstall it and follow the steps.
Okay.
This time around, you be careful while installing local. Follow the steps, accept the permissions, all of them, and it will set up well enough. Is that okay?
Okay. Thank you. Yes,
Okay.
fine.
Just please do that. If,
That's it's loading. Let me uninstall.
no, just stop that site and install local entirely, and then reinstall it. So these errors come up.
Okay.
Those who are not doing it now, you will see. So what happens is the WordPress version, this that you're saying, 6.7.1, sometimes it is the database that shows it's missing, or it shows the dots, and sometimes it is the PHP version that is missing. And then sometimes there is an error message up here at the top of your site. Okay, there is an error message, then there is no way you will ever access that site. Okay, so under site folder, if I click on site folder, it's going to show me the location of these files. You see where it says go to site folder? Once I click on it, let me give it time. It's right here. It shows me under the user is Israel. However, the files are local sites, then Imperial Hotels. If you delete anything, or if anyone accesses your computer and they delete anything in these folders, or delete any of these folders, your site will not open as well. You will not know why, but if you have a shared computer, all these folders are important. Okay, so you tell the person who's using the computer that please don't delete any files that you see on the computer, because these are the files where the website and all its content are stored. Okay, the database and everything are stored in these files. So make sure that none of these files or folders are deleted from your computer. Okay, you could have deleted them, then you'll ask yourself, hey, yesterday it was working, but today it has failed because some files were deleted. Okay, so from here, everything has been installed, so I can view my website, and this is the template that I have imported. You see it? That is the template that I have imported. Then once I click on edit with Elementor, like I was demonstrating yesterday, I can add an element, I can remove an element, I can edit the background, I can edit anything, the pictures, I can change the pictures, I can reorder or restructure according to, I think yesterday, Cedric was addressing, in the evening class, was addressing the difference between a graphics designer and, a web designer and a web developer. And he talked about two items, the UI and the UX that make up the website. So the UI is the user interface, the UX is the user experience. So where does this put you? Well, WordPress almost makes you do everything. Okay, so you've had a front-end developer and full-stack developer. Front-end developers are developers who deal with only the front end of the website. Okay, so the front end is how the user interacts with the website, its appearance, its function, it's all that. Okay, so the three languages that are used in front-end development are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, those are what make up the front end. The ones that make up the back end is PHP. The back end is usually the database, the part of the website that powers the front end. Okay, and that is the database. Mostly, for example, the database of WordPress is okay. So there's several different languages that developers prefer to build the database. So the designer sometimes only writes the appearance, like this is what I want my website to look like, and they will use tools like maybe Illustrator or Figma boards, and then the developer is the person who starts writing code to make this website functional, to structure it, to style it, and to make it functional. That's a developer. Okay, so what you're doing with WordPress, you are doing all of them at once. You're designing it and you are making it functional, and you're choosing a theme for it, that is CSS, and adding a plugin. The plugin is being functional, adding function to it. So you're doing all this at once. Okay, so if you ask yourself, what kind of programmer am I if I'm using WordPress? I don't know. You can choose a name, but you're doing both the designer's work and the programmer's work all at once. That is what WordPress is. So like I said yesterday, adding an element, for example, I want to add a text here. I will these on the left are elements. Okay, there is text, there is buttons, there is spacers, there is icons, there is forms. So the only one of the disadvantages of Elementor is that some elements are limited. You see this where there is Pro. There are elements that I want to add. I want to add a menu, I want to add a gallery, I want to add what, but I have to pay. I have to pay to use these elements. Okay, you can see that. And then at the bottom, there is general elements, which are free as well. There is social media icons, there is SoundCloud, there is custom HTML, and all this. Okay, but there are some elements that I cannot add because I have to pay to use them. Okay, that is Pro. You have to upgrade to use those elements. So that is the disadvantage of Elementor, is that there are very many, yes, most elements are free, but what if I really need this one element and it is Pro? I have to pay, you know, I have to upgrade to the premium version of Elementor to use those elements. Okay, but let's briefly look at editing elements, especially text. You can drag and drop that text here. You can see add your text here, and like yesterday I had added a text like it's the best hotel, and then I am going to choose what kind of heading it is. It is H2, so I don't want to make it any bigger or smaller. That is H4 is smaller, H2 is big enough. So I'll go to its styling, and this is alignment, and I'm going to align it in the center. and choose a color for it. Should be white, I think. You see, it turns to white. So this is just how you edit. Okay, you keep on editing. You can edit the background of that container. You know, just go on practicing. You can edit this image. Is it a full image? What size of image is it? What's the caption of the image? There is none. You can even move this image to this side. Okay, you can see. I can move it from this side to this side, or add another element here. It's just drag and drop and that kind of stuff. Okay, so we have briefly looked at, and whenever you edit, you click on publish. Okay, so look at these elements, go through it, go through how to edit. I did share some links on how to edit these pages. Please go through those links. They will guide you. Okay, in the interest of time, I wish I could cover each and every one of these elements, but it takes time. Okay, if we had a whole maybe week or a whole 2 weeks to just cover this, I would, but we are limited. Okay, so that is just how you edit the pages. I recommend that please go through all this, go through the elements, go through how to edit them, go through, just practice, you know, how to do any of this stuff until you're trying to actually do it. Okay, you don't know how to add an image until you're trying to add it. You can add a video, you can, all these are elements. Okay, so the parts that make up a web page are elements. Okay, you can edit that view, you can edit the tablet view, you can edit the mobile view. Okay, because they look different. So whenever you edit, you publish. So I will exit and go back to the dashboard. So the next thing we're going to look at in the next 20 minutes are menus. Okay, how do you edit menu pages and menus? Okay, so let's look at how, first of all, how to add pages. Okay, so pages, like you can see in the dashboard menu, there is pages. Okay, so how do you add a page, or how do you build a new page? So you notice that our site on the menu has about us page, amenities, gallery, packages, and booking. All these are pages. So when you look on when you click on about us, it's not actually a page, it is a section. So it takes us to that section. When you click on amenities, it takes us to a section that looks like that. When you click on gallery, it takes us to this section. So I want about us to be a page, so that when I click on about us, I'm actually taken to an entire new page, not just a section like this. Okay, so how do I do that? Okay, I go to the dashboard, and I'm sorry, I'm sharing the entire screen. So if you raise your hand here, I cannot see that you've raised your hand. Okay, so in case you need clarity, someone is asking, Rogers is asking, can someone else around the world be able to access this kind of website for starters that we are building, because we have not paid any of the domains yet? So the thing is, right now we are developing the website locally. Okay, which means that website stays on your computer only. It is not hosted anywhere on the servers of the internet. It is hosted locally on your computer, which means the server that is running that website is your computer. So at the end of this course, we are going to look tomorrow morning, the first thing we're going to look at is migrating a website from the local server to a live host. Okay, I think you've heard of people saying, oh, you have to pay for hosting and you have to buy a domain name. Okay, that's what you're looking at tomorrow morning. So we're looking at how to purchase a domain name, where to purchase it, and also after you purchase your domain name, how do you have your website hosted on a live server on the internet, so that everyone on the internet can view that website. So as of now, as we are editing, yes, no one can that will be done after migrating the site on the live server. Yes, thank you, Eddie. So this that you're asking will be done after we have done editing it, then we migrate it to a live server. Okay, so at the moment we are still looking at editing the website. Then after it is ready, we migrate it to a live server, because it is very ugly to edit it while it is already live. Okay, so we edit it on the local environment and put it on the live server. So I was trying to explain how to add pages. So I'll go to pages, and you can see there is a home page, there is a privacy page, and there is a sample page. They are the only 3 pages that I have. So I want to add a new page, and that is an about us page. So I want to make the about us page an independent page. Okay, so I go to add new page. So sometimes you choose a theme, and actually that theme comes with particular pages. Okay, So the About Us pages and all the pages that you see on the menu are pages and some extra pages on the site. But in case you need to add a new page, this is what you do. What is the page title? Did we all see how I added that page? On the dashboard, I go to pages. Under pages, I go to add new page. Okay, add new page. So what is the page title? It is About Us page. Let's make them. Okay. So that is the page title. Okay. So I publish it. I first save that page. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to add anything on that page. I'm just going to save it. Okay. So that is I click publish. Then it asks me, are you ready to publish? So publishing is saving that page. Okay. So am I ready? Yes, I am ready. I publish. So it says About Us is now live. So I go back to the dashboard. The next page that I want to create is called Amenities and Gallery. Those are the next two pages. I go to pages and go to add new page. Yeah, just a second. Hold on. So the next page that I'm creating is called Amenities. And I publish it. It's an empty page, yes, but I will, I don't know, it's doing that. I publish it and then go back. I'm just creating the pages that I want to add in my menu, okay? So gallery, packages, and booking. So I'm creating 5 pages in total. I go to pages, add new, gallery, publish that page. So publishing is how you save that page. So it says gallery is now live. I go back to the dashboard. What is the 4th page? Packages. I add the new page. Packages. Publish it. Then I go back to a new page and it's called booking. Okay. Okay. So those are the 5 pages of my menu. Okay. So it could be a page that you want to link to a button. It could be a page that you want to add to the menu. It could be a page that is, sometimes you add a button and you add maybe read more. So when someone clicks that button, they go to the page where they can read more about what you were writing on. Okay. So we're going to look at that. Let me maybe add that page that says, let me look at my site. So my site has that button that says make an inquiry, but then it's also a section. So I'm going to write a page that is an inquiries page. So I'll show you how to link a page to the button. Okay. So when I go to pages, add new page, it's inquiries. I'll publish that page too. Okay. So how do you edit the menu? Okay. So right here at the top, this is our menu. Okay. So how do I edit it? How do I change it? How do I make adjustments? First of all, the first place you can edit the menu is under appearance. You see, when you move your cursor to appearance, there is themes, patterns, customize, widgets, menus. Okay, widgets, menus, starter templates, and then theme file editor. So we are interested in editing menus. You see that? Once I click on menus, it will bring me, sometimes actually a website has more menus, one at the top, one at the bottom, or even 2 at the top. So you can see the pages that I have, or the items that I have on my menu is About Us, Amenities, Gallery, Packages, and Booking. But it says this is a custom link. Okay, it's not a page. Okay, the item on that menu is a custom link. It is not a page. That's why when I click on About Us, it takes me to the section of About Us. Its link is there. Okay, So I'm going to remove all the items of my menu. Let me remove these. They're not pages, so I want them to my menu to have independent pages, and I've created those pages. So I remove them. So like you can see, the display icon is the primary menu, which is at the top. You can add a secondary menu. There are many menus, okay, and then there is a footer menu. So the pages I've created are about us, and then there is amenities, there's gallery, there's like you can see, add menu items. What items am I adding? Am I adding custom links? Okay, or am I adding posts or pages? I'm adding pages to my menu, and the pages I've created are about us, amenities, gallery, packages, and booking. And it says down here, add to menu. Once I click add to menu, you can see that these items have been added to the menu, but they are pages. This is a page, this is a page, this is a page, this is a page, and that is a page. Okay. Once I add them to the menu, I'm going to click save menu. Once I've saved my menu, now my menu has these pages. So when I look at my website once again, you can see that these items have been added. There is an about us, amenities, but they're not in the order that they were in, but I have added them. So when I click on the about us, it goes to a page. Okay, this is the about us page. It does not go to a particular section like it was, because it was a custom link. When you clicked on about us, it would take you right here. You get, but now it takes us to a page. When you click on about us, it takes you to this page. Okay, so you can start editing this page. If you click on edit page, it's going to take you to the custom editor, and then you can choose edit with Elementor. Okay, once you click on edit with Elementor, it is going to open. So the page is empty. That's why it says drag a widget here, or you can add, there is a plus, you can add a container. Then the container is right there. What do I want to add to my container? Elements. I want to add the text. So the page already has a title. It's an about us page. Add your text heading here. Let's see. Just then I'll publish that and add another element, which is probably text. This time around, it's not a heading, it's a paragraph. I choose a paragraph and I edit. Okay. So I start editing at Imperial. What else I write about it? Okay. So that is the about us page. I can add images and all that in the way I want to edit my about us page. Okay. So that is, you edit that page, and then so you notice that each item, all the items of my menu are now pages. Okay. In case your menu had pages and you want to edit those pages, you just click on the menu items and edit them anyway. If the menu had pages and the pages had custom link like mine, and you want to add pages, you edit and add pages and link those pages. You add the pages to the menu. Okay. The menu items like there were. Like for example, this about us was at the beginning. What I do is I click and hold about us and drag it. Okay. You can notice that you can drag this around. Okay. Move it around. You drag it back to the top. So about us goes to the top. And then what was the next was it amenities? Amenities, and then gallery, and then I will come to this later, and then packages, and then booking lastly. So you can reorder the items of the menu. You just drag them. Okay. When I save this menu, I'll have a look at it again. You can see the order has changed. About us, amenities, gallery. So you can reorder these items of the menu. So you notice that sometimes, for example, let me pull up the SE Aid website, SE Aid. org. So you notice that this menu has sub items. Okay, once you go to this menu item, there is about us, there is mission and vision, there is all this. Once you go to what we do, there is all projects and icon, all this. Okay, once you go to information, there is, so who we are is a page of its own. Okay, it's a page of its own. You can see that is a page of its own. And then under who we are, there are still sub items. Who we are, there is about us, there is mission and vision. Once you click on that, you go to another page. Okay, so how do you make these sub items? How do you put items under the menu? That is what we are looking at now. Okay, so to make sub items, you add particular pages. For example, I will add that page to the menu, sample page. So I want to make this a sub item of about us. Okay, how do I do that? I click and hold it and drag it and push it slightly to the right. You see that? If I put it on the same side, like there, it's going to be a menu item, like just like all these. If I want to put it under about us as a sub item, I click on it, I hold it, and I drag it to the right slightly. Once I drag it to the right, I release it. Once I release it, it becomes a sub item. Okay, I can even make booking a sub item of about us. So I'm going to put it there and drag it and release it. You see that it becomes a sub item. If I save this menu and I go ahead and look at my menu, you can see that about us now has these two items. You see that it has an arrow dropping down, which means this menu item has sub items. Okay, that is how you create sub items. So also sub items can have other sub items. Okay, you just click and drag to the right. If there is an item that you want on the menu and you want it to be under another item, for example, if you want sample page or bookings to have another sub item, you drag whatever item it is and slide it slightly to the right and release it. It becomes a sub item. Okay, let me make that one also a sub item. And there we go. So if I save this, you can make the menu. You've seen those menus that are very, very wide. Like you click on this, it shows you something else, and then the menu is just way too wide. So you can see that there is an arrow on about us. If I go to booking, there is an arrow on booking, and that booking also has another menu item, and that is packages and gallery. Do we see that? Okay. So that is menus. That is how you edit these menus. That is how you edit the menus. Okay, I'm going to remove this page from my menu. I'm going to put back my menu the way it was. And put this back and slide it. Once you drag it back to the left, sometimes it. Oh no, let me. So once you reorder them, you just drag them. Okay, drag it and drop it where you want it to be. Okay, drag its position, and that's it. And then once I check on it, there you go. Okay, so you notice you can add any number of pages. You can edit. You know, that is the menu. That menu. That's how easy it is. It is you can make it as rich as you want to. You can add as many items as you want to on your menu. So I'm going to go back to editing that one button. How do I link it to a page? So I'm going to go back to my page, and there is a page that I created for inquiries, which is this page. So I'm going to view that page, the inquiries page. It is here, it's new, it's empty. I'm going to copy its link, and that is its link up there. Okay, I'm going to copy that link. So this is the link that I want to add to link to that button. Okay, so I'll go back to my button. Once I go back to my site and I go to edit with Elementor. So we saw that once you click on that make inquiries button initially, it takes you down to the bottom where there is a form to fill in. But I want it to take me to an entire new page. Okay, so what do? I click on it, and you can see make an inquiry is the text and all that. There is link. The link is a custom link which takes you down to the bottom. It takes you to booking. It takes you to it's a widget, I think. I don't see it here. it takes you here. Okay, but I want it to take me to a new page. Remember, I have copied my link, okay, for the page that I want to add. So I paste it here. You see that? So once I paste the page that I want this button to take me to, I save it. Okay. Once I published it, I am going to view. I'm going to view, preview my changes. So once I click on this button, it takes me to the inquiries page. Do you see that? I can link it to anything. Okay, I'm going to pull up the SE8 page again. SE8. I can copy this link, okay, because I want to link it to that button. Okay, so I will change this link and save. Okay, let me close these windows. So I'm going to preview my changes. Once I click on this button, it will take me to the link that I chose to paste it in. You see that? So that is how you link pages or other web pages to buttons. You can even link text. Okay, you see this text? It is called mount in. If I can link, there is a link there. Okay, I can link it to a page. I can link it to a section. I can link it to a link, a particular other external link. So once I preview my changes, you notice that if someone ever clicks on these words, the mountain in, someone ever clicks there, they are redirected. You see, because I added a link. So that is what that is for. Sometimes you click on an icon and it takes you somewhere. Sometimes you click on a particular element and it takes you somewhere. So the menu, menus. So you can see here there is add menu items. Which items can you add to the menu? You can add pages, you can add posts. The only post that I have on my website or the only post that I have published is called Hello World. Okay, you can add a post, you can add a custom link. Okay, you can see what is a custom link is any link. Okay, you as long as you have its address and the text. Okay, the link text, that is a custom link. For example, again, I'm going to refer to one website. I'm using this one website because I have permission over it. Otherwise, I don't want to be using any other person's website. So I can add that to my menu. So its link is that. And the custom link I could put. And then I say add to menu. Okay. And that will be added to the menu as a custom link. Do we now understand what a custom link is? Any link with an address. Okay, you first put an address and its text, and it will be added to the menu. So when I save my menu, there is no limit to what you can add on the menu. There is a lot of things you can add to the menu. Okay, once I look at my menu, there is that has been added. But once I click on it, it takes me to this website. Okay, because that is a custom link. Okay, so aside menus, you notice that my website, I have not yet changed this the logo. How do I change the logo? There is this brush. You see on the top bar, there is that where we go to the dashboard and our WordPress dashboard, there is customize. Okay. When we are editing this particular page, we edit it with Elementor. But in case there is a small brush in that top bar, it has customize on it. Once you click on customize, there's also a particular set of settings. So let's see what happens when you click on customize. You can see that it brings up this. You are customizing Imperial Hotels. Okay, so there is site identity. Let's leave this. This one's just Astra Pro. Anyway, this is the theme that we're using. It's called Astra. So we shall look at this later. But for every site, there is this item, site identity. Once I click on site identity, you see that? You remember in settings when we change the image, this custom image, okay? the site title and the logo and all those settings. So once you click on site logo, you can see, again, let me maybe go back. I don't know if I've gone fast. I don't know if I've been clear. Let me close this. So you are going to notice that when there are some items on this page, okay, like we can see, once we click edit with Elementor, we're not going to be able to edit this. And which even at the bottom, there are these. You see at the bottom, all these. If you click edit with Elementor, once you click edit with Elementor, you cannot edit some of them. Okay, why? Is because they are not elements. You can see you cannot edit there is that logo up here. Even at the bottom, we saw these at the bottom. You cannot edit anything here. Okay, you can't edit any. Even if I click, I cannot edit anything. Why? Because I cannot edit the copyright. I can't edit anything. I can't edit these numbers. Why? Because this is a widget at the bottom. Okay, you cannot edit a widget with a page builder. So how do you edit that? We how do you edit the logos and the widgets and the headers and the footers? Okay, the headers, footers, widgets, and logos, that small brush that you see customize. So anything that you see on this page that you cannot edit with Elementor, click on customize. Okay, once you click on customize, it will bring you these options. Okay, so you go to site identity first. Site identity, first of all, there is a site icon that we changed in settings. A site icon is that small icon that you see besides in your browser. Okay, that is the site icon. So you can edit it, you can remove this one, you can change it. But under site identity, there is, sorry, again, I'm going so fast, sorry. In the interest of time, I'm going really fast, but you're going to have to bear with me. So under site identity, there is a site icon. My site icon is already there. And then there is site title and logo settings. Okay, you can change any of these. So it says the logo in this page is set from the transparent header section. Please click the link below to customize all that. So the logo, you can see that this is the logo. So in case I'm going to borrow the in let me see. I'm trying to avoid any copyright infringement. So I'm going to hotel, sorry, hotel logos. Also, when you're building these websites, always look for the free stuff. Do not put emphasis on copyright infringement. Okay, there are some sites, some sites that you can find free images. There are some sites that you can find free logos. You can create your own logo. So avoid using logos, images, videos that belong to someone else on the internet. Okay, because once your website goes live, you are infringing on someone's copyright. Okay, so I'm going to just I'm looking for a free image. I don't know if it will. Did I save it? So again, look out for free. There is image. Let me see. I had saved some sites in my. I don't know if I still have it. There are some websites where you can get free images. I don't remember. I'm going to have to look up some of these sites. I'll share, but there are sites that you can get free images. There are sites that you can get free videos. There are sites that you can get free icons. Avoid randomly searching for icons and images and using those. Okay. So I want to change this logo. I will upload a new file that I have just saved. So I have the logo that I have just saved, and it is here, I think. There we go. So I'll select that. Just choose that, and crop the image. So again, as you're building your website, for someone else, look out look out for copyright infringement. Okay, do not use someone else's images without permission or any of that. Okay, so you can see I have changed that the logo. Okay, that is where I changed the logo. The site title is this. Okay, this is the site title, so I can change it there. Then site visibility, title visibility, I can change it. I can look at it. I can change it on different platforms. I can change it in the desktop view. I can change it in the tablet view, and I can change it in the mobile view. So the tagline, like I said, it is a brief description, or like you know, it's the slogan of that organization or business. Okay. So the tagline, I've added that is the tagline. The site icon is this small icon that I have. So I already have that. Like you can see that once I've added the tagline, it's right here. Imperial Hotels, the best hotel. Okay. I'm going to refer to the same website again, SE8. The tagline for SE8 is we empower sustainable businesses. You see that? That is the tagline. SE8 is the name. So we empower sustainable businesses. So that's what a tagline is, and that's where you edit the tagline right here. Tagline. Okay. So after making all these changes, I click publish, and these changes will be made on my website. If I don't click publish, the changes will not be saved. So as I go back, there is site title, there is site title and logo, and then there is primary menu right here. These are the menu item, menu settings. Okay, the design. Unfortunately, my menu is not animated, like, but you can design it here. What is the style? Is it a zoom in menu? Is it an underlined menu? You'll see the items of this menu being underlined. Okay, if it is underlined. It is overlined, you see a line over these items. Okay. So this is how you edit some of those items. So once I go back to the customized menu, there is site identity, where there is the icon and the name and the slogan and all that. And then there is menus. Okay. Under menus, you can also edit. You saw in the dashboard, under appearance and menus, you can edit the menus there. But also here, you can edit those menus the same way we're editing them there. Okay. You can add an item to the menu. Okay. You can see, you can add posts or categories or tags or formats. Okay. Or pages. Okay. You can remove a page from the menu. You can add a page to the menu. You can add an item to the menu. You see that, and once you add it, you click publish, and it is saved. Okay, the item of that menu is right there. So still, you do the same. You hold and drag to the right, and release. And you notice that amenities has now become a sub item. You see that here? So if I hold gallery and it's right here in the menu, okay? So if I want to make it a sub item, also hold it and drag it and release. Okay? So it is also becoming a sub item. You see that? It is becoming a sub item. So you do the same like you did in menus. It is the same thing that you can do to edit these menu items. There's two places to edit menu items. Okay, you can edit it in the dashboard under appearance and menus. You can edit it while customizing in that small customized brush. Okay, and you choose menus. So notice there is widgets. Okay, then it says your theme has 8 widget areas, but this particular page does not display them. You can navigate to other pages on your site while using the customize to view and edit the widgets displayed in the page. Okay, so the first page says there are no widgets, but like I told you, the bottom half, you see this bottom half, we could not edit it while editing with Elementor, right? How do we edit it? You come to customize, and there is a small brush there. Once you click on that brush, it will show you all the contents at the bottom. Okay, and all the contents in the bottom are either widgets or it's everything in the footer is not editable with the page builder. It is editable. Once you click on that small pencil brush, it will show you that there is a widget here. Okay, which widget is it? You click on widget, and it will bring up this particular widget, and that widget is this that logo. Okay, so I want to edit that widget. I just click on it and replace image. Okay, notice I've already changed my logo, so I want to change this as well. I add that. You see, it has been replaced. So there is a footer menu as well. There is a footer menu. So configure the footer menu here. This is the menu. There is about us, gallery, packages, booking, and sample page. That is the menu. It is a footer menu. Okay, you can edit it, you can delete it, you can whatever you want to do with the footer menu. So I can edit the social media buttons. These ones, there is Facebook, there is Instagram, there is what I can link the Facebook here. What is the Facebook link? I can link my Facebook here. I can link my Twitter here. Okay. I can add a social media icon. For example, what icon do I want? Add social icon. You see them. There's different social icons. Okay. If it is, I want to add YouTube. I am going to look for you. Unfortunately, YouTube. It's right there. You see that? That is YouTube. I will add YouTube. You can see YouTube has been added here. Okay. So that's how you are editing these social icons. I can edit this as well. This phone number. Once I click there, that is the phone number. I can change it to mine. Okay, you notice that the phone number will change as well. I can change this email. Okay, I can edit this email. I can edit this location or this address. Okay, so this is just the fourth widget. And then there is a copyright at the bottom. Okay, so I can also edit. I can edit the copyright. You see. So the copyright is right there. So I can edit the copyright as well. So any other items that you cannot edit in the using the page builder, you can edit under customization. Okay, if you're looking at a page and there's certain items that you are not seeing the page builder, those are widgets. Okay, widgets cannot be edited using the icon. I mean the page builder. Okay, widgets are not edited or changed or added using a page builder. They are only added under customization, and they're only edited under customization. You can customize your header and your footer. Okay, so that is just it for editing. What I recommend is, please, for editing, you need to practice. Okay, practice, practice, practice. So I think that's just it for customizing. Okay, what you are saying here, site identity, most of these that come before are just the settings of this theme. The most important ones are these site identity, menus, and widgets. You see, even widgets are here. Okay, it will tell you these widgets are not displayed. So look at the page for those widgets. So those widgets are at the bottom, but there is a pencil icon. Once you click on the pencil icon, you will see those widgets and you'll edit them. Click to edit this element. Okay, so that is just it for editing. You can edit from pages to widgets to all that stuff. All of it is editable. So I am briefly going to go back to the notes and run through. And so we had ended with local, installing local, and we have gone through all the steps of installing. And these are just parts of the location. These are where your files are stored. Okay, like I mentioned, do not delete any of these. Delete any of this content, your site will not start up. So this is in the notes still. I did share these notes in the Slack notes link. So please look out for the notes, and you can read through. We have gone through all this, the WordPress admin, the parts of the WordPress admin, and all this. We are beyond that. We have gone through themes and templates. Okay, and we're going to look at the most important plugins. So under appearance, so we're going to look at, that is Elementor. This is something else called Salient. I'm going to briefly look at this at the end of this today. At the end of today, I'm going to look at that. Yes, someone is saying something. How do I ensure that when someone clicks a phone number or WhatsApp, it takes them direct to the call? You have seen where the link is, okay? Where I add a Facebook link, and when someone clicks, it takes them to a Facebook account, okay? You have to add the WhatsApp link, okay? Under WhatsApp in settings, there is a link. So you have to copy that link from WhatsApp and copy it onto the icon, okay? So that when someone clicks on the WhatsApp icon, they are taken straight to your WhatsApp. Is that okay? Is that clear? Is there a way to know an image is copyrighted? Literally, if you see an image on the internet and it does not say anywhere on that image that it is free, do not use that image. It is copyrighted. Okay? It is equal to going to my Twitter account and you pick my image and use it for your own purpose. You do not have permission to do that. Okay? So any image on the internet that does not say it is a free image, do not use it. It is copyrighted. Okay. Also, these websites have a copyright at the bottom. I don't know if you noticed, but even this particular website has a copyright. It says copyright 2024 Imperial Hotels. If you look at the same website I've been referring to, at the bottom of that website, there is copyright. Okay. There is always copyright at the bottom of every website. So if I go here, you see this is free pick. That website is called free pick. So it says free pictures. Free pick, it says free pictures. Okay. And still at the bottom, you see there is a copyright. All rights reserved. Okay. So you're going to notice that even on the website where there are free pictures, yes, there is free pictures and there is also premium pictures. Okay. You need a license to access those pictures. So always go for the free ones. If you want the premium ones, you have to pay to use those pictures. Okay. So that's I think answers the question. How do I know that images are copyrighted? So any image that does not say it's a free picture, or you are free to use it, or you have not contacted the owner of the picture to get permission to use it, it is copyrighted. Okay, that's just internet ethics. That is just answering Dennis. Dennis, is that clear? Is there a way to know if an image is copyrighted? Yes, any picture on the internet. That is just basic internet ethics. I think we shall look at some of these things on the under cybersecurity. But basic internet ethics is any picture on the internet is copyrighted unless you have permission to use it. Okay, by the author. Okay, I will go on and proceed with the notes. We're going to look at the plugins. So the moment you start editing your website, the plugins that you must have. Okay, and those are the plugins that we are looking at. We already saw what plugins are. They're small pieces of web software that allow your website to do anything, any function on the web. Okay. So which plugins, how you install plugins? I think the first plugin that we installed was Elementor, and we're going to look at a couple of other plugins. The first major plugin is called Jetpack. What does Jetpack do? It does backup, it does analytics, and many security features. So Jetpack is just an all-round plugin. Okay, it's an all-round plugin. It does a lot of things. It does back up. It backs up your website. It does analytics. It shows you how many people visited your website, which pages were visited the most, which keywords. Now, what these do, they help in search engine. We're going to look at what search engine optimization is. The second plugin that we're looking at is MailChimp. MailChimp, well, actually, this is an entire topic we shall look at later, but it sends out emails to subscribers. You know, sometimes you fill in a form on a website and all of a sudden you start getting these emails. You might think someone is sitting behind a computer to send you these emails, but no, they are not. There is a plugin that does this. This person only schedules emails and then they are sent out to the subscribers. Okay, so that is MailChimp. It's a major plugin. Google Analytics is very important because you look at which pages, how many people visited your website, which pages. It shows you your web traffic, how many people visited your website, which pages were visited the most, which areas. If you sell things online, it shows you which items were visited the most, which items are added to the cart the most, you know, that kind of. And then search engine optimization is also a topic we shall look at later. It raises the site's position in the search engine. You notice that, for example, let me just close this, most of this, and if I search for hotels in Kampala, there are hotels that will come up first. Okay, say hotels in Kampala, Kocha Hotel, Emin Pasha, and then there is booking, of course, and then it actually shows the hotels first. Okay, so what search engine optimization does, like it says in the notes, it raises your site's position in the search engine. Okay, so Google is a search engine. So if someone searches for hotels in Kampala, how how do some hotels come up first? How come there is no Sheraton? I don't see Sheraton. I don't see the popular hotels. I can see Serena here, but I only first see Kaki. And I mean, these hotels make sure that they optimize, okay? They optimize their position in the search engine. It means that they position themselves first in a search engine, so that if someone searches, they have keywords that they put, that if someone searches for those keywords in any search engine, in any browser, they are going to come out first among the results, okay? If I look for Safari in Uganda, you see there is Safari bookings, there is all these safaris. These websites that you see first, Uganda Safari Tours, the websites that you see at the top have optimized their websites. Basically, that's what it means. They have positioned themselves first in any search engine. So if you search for the related subject, they have keywords that they use to optimize their websites. That is what search engine optimization is, okay? And this will bring you more visitors on a daily basis. The plugin, the best plugin for search engine optimization is called Yoast. It looks like that. So notice that these appearances, the logos, they change over time, but the search engine optimization, the plugin names never change. They're always the same, okay? The other plugin for social media integration, the other plugin is for social media integration. And that plugin is called Simple Social Buttons. So this plugin is used to add social media platforms to your website. Just like we saw, the other theme luckily came with some social media icons. So in case there is no social media icons in the theme that you're using, how do you add them? Okay, you use a plugin, and that plugin is called Simple Social Buttons. It adds, you can say, share your posts with readers on major social platforms. Sometimes you post something on your website, and then that article goes directly to X or Twitter. It goes directly to Facebook. And then all someone has to do is click on that link that they see on Facebook or Twitter, and they come to your website to read the article. Okay. We've seen, like, for example, if New Vision does post something, they just post the link. It means they posted on their website, and automatically that link was shared on their social media. So for backing up, someone said, what if I lose my website? It crashes. What happens? So half of the companies, and from the New York 9/11 unfortunate event did not open up, okay? Half of the companies from the World Trade Center in New York after the 9/11 attack, after 2 planes were flown in and the towers crashed, did not open up. Why? Because they did not have their data backed up. They had everything in those buildings. So once the buildings went down, they closed. Those companies closed. Some of them were among the Fortune 500 companies. These companies crashed. And that is the time that came up, that the innovation world came up with backup, cloud backups, so that you have your information on outside your office. You have information stored outside your servers, okay? So that is why backing up is very important. So they say 20% of the companies in the 9/11 towers never opened since they had no off-site backup. So backing up your site is very important. How do you back up? There is a plugin that enables backing up. You see it's called Updraft Plus. You can back up on Google Drive. It keeps on backing up for you. You don't have to come back to your website and back up every day. So every day, a copy of your backup is sent to your cloud. What cloud do you use? Use Google Drive. I think Cedric taught some of these things. You can see the importance now. You can back up using Google Drive, FTP, cloud. There is iCloud, there is Amazon, there is all these cloud services. Okay, so you always have to have a backup plugin that backs up your website. Okay, the other one is Cache. I think we all know what Cache is. The first time you load up a website, it takes a while to open up that website, but thereafter, if you visit that website, it loads up faster. Why? It's because you can see Cache establishes a faster site by transparently storing data to the server to serve future requests faster. So the first time you visit that website, it has, sometimes we call them cookies. Okay, you save cookies so that the next time you visit that website, it is not fetching everything from the server. Some of that information from that website is already stored in your phone, so you do not have to load everything. Okay, that is the importance of this. Otherwise, if you don't have this plugin installed, or plugin for Cache installed, it means every time someone visits your website, they are going to have to wait a very long time, for that website to load up. Okay, so the plugin that makes sure if someone visits your website once and then the next time it loads up faster is called Total Cache. There are also other plugins that do these functions. We're just recommending the best plugins for this. Okay. So the other plugin is security. Security is very important. Okay. People do not add do not hack into your account or website because they want they want it. No, they want nothing from your website. But they're going to add miscellaneous code. They are going to add, if, for example, if your website has a payment gateway, they will add miscellaneous code. So if someone pays to you, the money can be diverted. Okay. Sometimes if you, for example, you have a blog, okay, and your website is doing very well, you get a lot of traffic every day, which can be earning from, for example, adverts and all that. So it means you have a lot of visitors on your website. Why would someone hack into such a website? They will hack into that website just to add miscellaneous links. You've ever visited a website that you are just trying to scroll through this website, but then just even scrolling through it is redirecting you onto another site. Okay, it's annoying. You are clicking on something else and it is redirecting you onto another website. And some of those websites are inappropriate. Okay, it's just you see something asking you if you're 18 and above, it's bringing. It is because that website was hacked into. You do not want your website to be hacked into and miscellaneous code added to your website, because the visitors of your website will be irritated by these miscellaneous codes. Okay, even you could be visiting your website and all of a sudden you're seeing you're redirected, and you did not do this. It's because that website has been hacked into. So to avoid all that, you have to install a security plugin, and the best plugin for security is called WordPress. There is a free version of it and there is a premium version of it. Okay, and in case you need to add forms, a registration form, what kind of form do you want to add to your website? For example, my website has that inquiries form. This website has this inquiries form. How do you add this? It is a plugin called WP Forms. Okay, so in case someone fills this form and sends it, name, address, and message, and they send it, I will get that message thanks to the WP form plugin. Okay, you can add registration forms, you can add feedback forms, any kind of forms. That is how you add forms. So we are not going to look at the block editor, and we're not going to look at Visual Studio. We shall briefly look at the WooCommerce plugin and what it does. And then the next topic should be installing Visual Studio or Visual Core, but Cedric is handling that. Yeah. So WooCommerce is just a plugin that I'm going to cover this HTML, CSS, and PHP editor. This Cedric is covering in the evening session, so please endeavor to attend the evening session, and they will go through this. So I'm going to briefly look at the WooCommerce plugin, and I'm going to look at the other recommended page builder and theme library apart from Elementor, and that will be it for today. So in about 5 minutes, let me briefly talk about WooCommerce. So WooCommerce is that one plugin that once added, it adds all the online e-commerce features onto your website. Okay, it will turn your website into an online shop. Okay, is that clear? In case you're selling things online, so let's go right into it. Under plugins, I'm going to look for customizing. Sorry. Don't know why that opened, but under plugins, you go to WooCommerce. Okay, so notice that if you had chosen an e-commerce theme, WooCommerce would automatically be installed. Okay, it would automatically be installed. So if I go to the plugins and I go to add new plugin, I will search for WooCommerce. WooCommerce. So WooCommerce is that one plugin that single-handedly turns your website into an online store. Okay, it installs all it installs for you the cart, the process of buying online, and it does install the, I don't know why it's taking long to search. It also installs the payment gateways. Yes, someone asking something?
Telling me there is space in between Woo and Commerce.
Oh, Joseph, I'll reply to you. Sorry. is it good to use that Elementor feature for turning images to, as it claims that they will be loaded quickly when the site is loaded? So Elementor does provide a lot of claims, like it says. Personally, I don't use Elementor. I do teach it. I don't use it because of the feature that I'm going to introduce at the end of this. And I'll tell you why I use that over Elementor, the premium one. Okay. So most of these things about Elementor that you have to do to find out. Okay. You have to implement and find out if it is true or not. And will the quality be kept the way it is from the should turn on error while setting it. I don't understand, Benjamin. I don't understand what you asked. So there we go. So when you search for WooCommerce, here is WooCommerce. Okay, everything you need to launch an online store in days and keep it growing for years. Okay, so once you want to turn you are creating an online store. Once you want to turn your website into an online store, you install WooCommerce and you activate it and you follow the prompts of setting up a store. You can add a cart. For example, let me look at the details of WooCommerce. Sorry, time is running out. I have one more thing to introduce before we close today. You can see you can create a beautiful storefront, create a revenue. You can follow up on a lot. You can create the cart. When you add things to the cart, just like Jumia is. Yeah, that is what you set up using WooCommerce. That is what WooCommerce does. I'm requesting that I'm going to share a link to a tutorial of how you set up an online store using WooCommerce. Okay, from scratch. And you set up an online store using WooCommerce. Also, whenever you choose a theme and it has e-commerce, whenever it's an e-commerce theme, it is automatically going to install WooCommerce while installing that theme. Okay, you can see it is installed. If I activate it, I have to go through. But I'm only requesting, like, let me share a video of how to use WooCommerce. Okay, from scratch. How do you set up a store like Jumia? How do you set up your own store? Like you're selling electronics in town, but you want to set this this online store just like Jumia is, but it's your own store. Okay, I will share those details. It's a whole topic. Okay, so we don't have the time to run through WooCommerce in detail, but briefly, that is what WooCommerce is. In case you need to create an online store, the plugin for that is WooCommerce. Okay. So in the interest of time, I'm going to introduce Salient. So Salient, just like you see starter templates, Elementor, Salient is a theme library and online editor. It has a library and editor, just like starter templates has the theme, and then Elementor is used for editing. So Salient is a library and editor that is not limited. It is premium. Yes, you buy it once for life. Okay, so if I could look that up, Salient and WP Bakery. I'm going to explain why. So the website where you purchase Salient is called themenectar.com. Okay, so ThemeNectar is where you purchase this. This is Salient. Okay. Anyway, back to the point, why I no longer use Elementor. You can see if I Google Elementor vulnerabilities. So firsthand, personally, I experienced the vulnerability of Elementor on a specific website. Okay, not just a particular website. About, I think, 2.5 years ago, the websites kept on crashing. So the host that I use kept on sending me crash reports. There is an error in this line of code of a particular website. There is an error in this line of code of a particular website, or this website has been hacked. And whenever I looked at the websites, it was because of Elementor that these websites were being hacked. Okay, or they were being there was miscellaneous code. So I dug deep into the case, and at that time there were a lot of articles being written about Elementor. Okay, first of all, they were generalizing that it's WordPress, but it was not WordPress. Elementor is optional. So there is a lot of themes, there is a lot of theme editors or page builders apart from Elementor. So people narrowed down to Elementor that the people who were using Elementor were the ones who were having these issues. Okay, like you can see Elementor here in Feb 2024, they said it has resolved a security vulnerability. You can read that article. The vulnerability enables users editing privileges and logins and passwords. So Elementor had its own downside. Okay, it was easy to hacking. You discover the latest security vulnerabilities affecting the Elementor website builder more than just a page builder. It can, it had anyway. Let me just open up an article of May 2024. WordPress plugin vulnerability. It says thousands of WordPress powered websites are facing a cybersecurity threat from a vulnerability identified as cross-site scripting or XSS flow. The cybersecurity attackers have leveraged the vulnerability to inject miscellaneous code into the website and utilize older versions of the plugins. Let me close this, of the plugins, and redirect visitors to miscellaneous website. This is what I told you. People do not hack your website to even take anything. They hack it to redirect visitors to miscellaneous websites. And most of the websites that they redirect visitors to are inappropriate. Okay, they have adult content. They have the kind of websites. You've been to a website and you're scrolling through and you're redirected somewhere else. Okay, the owner of that website even does not know, but that website has been hacked. Okay, so how do you avoid that? First of all, look through the plugins that you're using on that website. Some plugins are not secured enough. Okay, so that is a window for hackers. So addressing the vulnerabilities is critical of safeguarding WordPress websites against potential exploitation by cyber criminals. Website owners are urged to promptly update their plugins to the latest versions and all that. So the details, under the details, it was found out that Elementor is one of the plugins that is vulnerable to hacking. Okay. So personally, I resolved to what I'm introducing today, and that is Salient. So Salient is safe, it is secure, and I had to do thorough check on it. And the developers behind it have an in-time support. In case you're getting an issue, you contact them immediately and they resolve the issue. Okay, and that is why I resorted to Salient. It is $60. If I go to ThemeForest, ThemeForest, you can see I'm already logged in. I have an account with ThemeForest, and the products I have, if I go to my downloads, there is Salient. Okay, this Salient Creative Multipurpose and WooCommerce theme. Okay, if I want to open a browser where I don't have ThemeForest logged in, so that I can show you its price. So ThemeForest, I'm going to search for Salient. It is $60. Where's the search bar? Okay. That's okay. I'll search for Salient. So this is it. Salient creative award-winning design with over 440 templates, visual format, and front end and back end editing and all that. It is $60. Okay, you buy it once for life, and you can share it with an unlimited number of people. So I'll be glad to share mine. Okay, I only have to download it here. I'm going to download the installable WordPress file only. So I'll click download, and it's going to download. I'll choose it to download and the downloads, and I'll save. Okay, so it has downloaded. So this is what I use. I'm going to share how it is used, and I will share a video of the complete editing, just like I shared for Elementor. So I'm going to share this theme for free for anyone who wants to use it. You can choose to use Elementor, like we have gone through. You can choose to use Salient. Okay, it is up to you. But for the reasons that I have stated, I do use Salient. Okay. So once I have downloaded it like that, I go to Appearance. Under Appearance, I'm going to go to Add a New Theme. Okay, I click on Add a New Theme. After adding that, I click on Add a New Theme. I'm going to click Upload the theme. You notice that there is Upload Theme. Okay, so I'm going to upload that theme. So when I click Upload Theme, let me remove this, it's confusing. Once I click Upload Theme, it's going to tell me if you have a theme in the zip format, you will install or update it here. So I'm going to browse, and I have just downloaded it. So it is right here, and I'm going to open it, and I'm going to install it. Okay, I'm installing a third-party theme and editor. Why? Because for me, I have experienced that Elementor is not all that safe. Okay, vulnerable. And the largest number of people who use WordPress use Elementor, but they don't know, maybe they have not tested, maybe they first tested it, but they did not realize what the issue was. But I know that is why I use this one. So after installing it, it says the theme has been successfully installed. So I'm going to activate it. So I activate it, and it will say the version is 17.0.5. That is how it looks like. So it tells me for updating users, it says Salient has separated all the custom posts and types and all that. But for it to work, there are certain plugins that have to be installed. Okay, and that is these plugins. They're required ones and they're optional ones. Okay, so I'm going to just install all the plugins. So it says at the bottom, begin installing plugins. Okay, once I click begin installing plugins, the plugins are right there. I have to install them. I can install them one by one, which takes time, or I can click on that one icon, I select all of them and click bulk action, and it means I'm going to install all of them at once. I click apply. Okay, once I click apply, all of them are going to be installed. The command is install. All of them are going to be installed at once instead of one by one at a time. So I'm going to click install. And I think they've been installed because I see there is that item that has been added to the dashboard. It's Salient. Okay, so successfully installed. After installing them, the next thing I'm going to do is activate them. Okay, return to required plugins installer. I'll go back, and then under bulk actions again, I choose this time I'm activating them. Okay, I click apply. So after that, you can see they've all been activated. So it says no plugins to install or update. So after they have been installed and activated, I want to access the library, the theme library, where I can choose a theme I can start working with. Okay. So in this dashboard menu, I click on Salient. Okay, where it says Salient. So where you see Salient, you scroll down where there is demo importer. Okay. I want to import. So where you see demo importer, these are the themes. You can see the themes. Okay, they're also categorized. There is a band, there is portfolio, there is a portfolio slider, there is a company startup, there is business, there is e-commerce, there is cooperative, there is blog, there's corporate too. So e-commerce ultimate, it depends on the purpose of the website that you want to build. Okay, I'll choose company startup and I'll click import demo. Okay, it will ask me, do you want to import the content and the plugins as well? I will confirm. And then I'll wait for it to import that thing or the demo. So I give it time and it will import. Just give it a minute. It will import my demo. We're coming to the end. This is the last thing that I am, and I'm going to share the details of how do you edit. It is the same thing. Editing with WP Bakery, which is the page builder for Salient, is the same, almost the same as, it's even easier than editing with Elementor. The elements, you know, that we saw that Elementor has some elements that you can't access. You have to pay to use those elements. Well, Salient has, you already bought it, so it has an unlimited number of elements that there is no limit to how which element you can use. Okay, you can use any element anywhere. Okay, so it's taking a while, but let's just give it a minute. Let's give it some time. Let me refresh my page. I don't know why it's taking long. Which one did I want to add? It's here. Okay, let me import it. Sometimes, okay, it's going to take time because there is a previous theme that had been installed. So when you import a new theme, or if you choose a new theme, all the information of the old theme is going to be replaced. Okay, all the information of the old theme is going to be replaced. Okay, so this theme, like it's looking, is going to replace my previous theme. So it's going to take a while to import this and all that. We're coming to the end of the class. It's almost 1 minute to 11, but I'm going to share an article. There are just 2 YouTube videos. Yes, now it has been imported. You can see it. It now shows here that it has been imported. So there we go. So once I check my my website, you can see. So the other previous data has replaced the current data. That's why all this is so disorganized. You see that? But to edit this page, there is no edit with Elementor here. There is edit with WP Bakery Page Builder. Once you click on that, it's going to bring you an introductory tab, which you can close. Okay, so all these things you can see once I move around the cursor, they are editable. Except instead of a container, we have rows and columns in this case. Okay, there is text, there is a button here. If you want to edit this button, you click there and you can edit the button, the size, the text of the button. I can edit this button to inquiries. And I save. Then the button is called inquiries. You see, this is how you edit. You can edit this heading. After here, I close this. I can edit this heading. I only click on the paintbrush. Okay, and then you can see it's a heading. What kind of heading is it? Is it H1? Is it H2? Just like in Elementor, and then I add the text for this heading. Okay, this is a heading. If I save changes, you see that is a heading. So this is how you edit with WP Bakery. There is what they call the front end and the back end editor. It is not writing code still, not front end and back end like we use in code, but it is easy to use. There is a navigator which shows you that there is a first row, there is a second row, and there is a third row. Inside the first row, if you click on the small arrow, there is a column. Okay, close this window. There is a column inside there, and in that column there is an inner row. Okay, and in that inner row there is a text block, and you can edit that text block. You see that is the structure of my website. Okay, the entire structure, and that is the first row. Then I click the second row. That is the second row. You can edit all these rows the same way you edited the containers in Elementor. Once you click that will expand, then it's going to bring a paintbrush. I mean a small brush, and you can edit the background here. Select the select color. Make it more grayish and click save. You can see the background of that row has changed. So it's the same. You can drag this row around and remove and drag this column. You can add elements. How do you add elements? There is a small plus at the bottom. Once you click the plus, you can see add element. Okay, and unlike Elementor, where some elements are premium to use, all these elements you can see they are free. There is content. You can add text. You can add a fancy box. All these elements you can add social media buttons. You can add all that. You can add queries and all that. You can add media. You can add images, a video lightbox. You can add video player, you can add slides, you can add cascading images. All these are elements that you can add to your web page. Okay, in the interest of time, this is where we're going to end today. So unless there is a query, that is it for WordPress. That is how you edit. That is how you build WordPress pages or websites from scratch. Okay, things like hosting and moving it from this host to a live host, we shall look at that tomorrow. How to come up with a custom mail. For example, my email is israelhaumba@sc8. Those are web mails. Instead of having at gmail.com, how do you come up with web mails? We shall look at that tomorrow. So the agenda for tomorrow, we have an entirely different topic to look at tomorrow. But the first 30 minutes, we shall look at first is migrating it. How do you move it from local server? Because all this has been done, but our website is still on the local server. Okay, so how do we move it from the local server to the live server so that everyone on the internet sees that website? Okay, that is the first thing we're looking at in the morning at exactly 9 a.m. Then at around 9:15 a.m. we shall look at the web mail and how do we make. Someone asked, there is a time someone asked that this website shows it doesn't show that it is secure. Okay, how do we the difference between HTTP and hypertext transfer protocol, and how do you make it safe? Okay, there are some websites that are not safe. You open up and it shows it is not safe because it doesn't have the certificate. Okay, so how do you make the website safe? How do you upload it to a live server? And I think that will be it. That will be just about it for WordPress. And that is how we develop our website from scratch. Okay, it is precise, it is simple. Reach out to me where you need help. I'll be glad to help. Please share in the chat group the record of this meeting. These meetings are going to be shared on YouTube very soon. So they will be shared in the group, but on YouTube. Okay. Yes, that has been mentioned. They will be shared on YouTube channel by the end of Saturday. So this is the end. of our class today, and I'm closing the training on how to build a website from scratch. I hope it has been clear. Salient that I've introduced at the end, I'm going to share the license. I mean, not the license, but the zip that you can upload and edit and do the rest. So it is up to you whether you choose Elementor or Salient. Okay, but I do recommend Salient. It is easy to learn. Use it, master it. It is safe. Okay, so we've come to the end of today. Unless there is any other inquiry, thank you so much for making it today, and see you tomorrow.